So Ceramex was established in 2014. It was a joint venture between Springfield Remanufacture Corporation and Ceramex Limited, which is a UK company. We were doing some small-scale DPF cleaning at SRC in a couple different divisions, and we had a demand from one of our OEs to find a larger scale, better solution than what we were doing. That led us to Ceramex UK, and they had a patented process that was, industry leading. It was cutting edge at the time, especially, and we managed to put together a joint venture. Again, if we're getting a filter 95% clean and our competition that's using the air knife is getting it 30 to 50% clean, you're obviously going to clean it at least twice as many times before it needs to be replaced. And there's also the potential for an air knife to damage a filter. Air is going to seek the path of least resistance, whereas water can be applied uniformly and avoid those pitfalls. We are a remanufactured company, and remanufacture by nature is, recycle, restore, reuse. That's the driving force behind what we do, especially in today's economic climate with the tariff threats. We don't know how much filters, that are produced in China are going to increase. Auto parts that are produced in other countries are obviously going to be more expensive to bring to the States. The components that people use to recore filters are going to get more expensive, and those prices are going to start going up. Our prices aren't going to change a whole lot. There's nothing tariff related to restoring a filter and the way that we restore a filter. So not only are we going to be the best out there, we're going to be the least expensive and the most cost effective. Our patented Vertex technology, where most of our competitors are going to either not check the internal structure of a filter or potentially maybe borescope a couple of cells, we are going to essentially take an internal picture of that filter, and we'll be able to spot any cracks or melts that might slip through the cracks. Yeah, at Ceramex, we are equipped to handle a full range of customers, from somebody who has one truck and wants to drop off one filter every 3 years to get that clean, to OEs that are going to pull up to our back dock with a truck full of filters. I don't know any other places in the country outside of Detroit that you can drop off 200 filters on a Monday and come pick them up clean on a Friday. We are capable of doing that just as well as we're capable of receiving one filter in the mail for an R&R, getting it clean inside 24 hours and getting it back in the mail to that customer, within a 24-hour period. And beyond that, we have solutions for those kind of customers who don't want to have the downtime associated with that shipping delay, and that is we can send swing units. You pull a filter off of your truck, you put our swing unit on, you put that filter in a box and send it to us. We clean it, we send it back, you put it back on your shelf, that's your new swing unit. If you have multiple trucks, we can send multiple swing units. This is especially effective whenever you have large fleets that have very similar makeups. You have a lot of the same truck, it's a lot easier to handle that with swing units. Fallout rates are very dependent on preventative maintenance schedules. If you follow the manufacturer's recommended, that should be adequate to pull a filter off and be able to get it clean, but it has a lot to do with what kind of application that unit is on. If you're on something that has lots of stop and go, lots of idle time, day cab type trucks, that might fall inside of that manufacturer's recommended warranty, and it is beneficial for you to maybe pull it off a little bit early and get it clean. If you let it run too far, you're going to burn it out and you're not going to get it clean. You're going to have to replace it. Sure, we have experience with lots of different customers, and so we have lots of studies that we can do with those customers and kind of establish how long they've left a filter on one of their vehicles and one that they've maybe pulled off a little bit earlier. We can compare those two. The air knife doesn't do a particularly good job of cleaning the filter. It's still widely used. I've seen estimates anywhere from getting the filter 30 to 50% clean with an air knife, whereas our process with the Expert gets it 95% clean. What separates us from other people who are moving to the aqueous clean is that we don't just tell people, hey, we cleaned your filter. We prove it. We've got tests that we can use to validate, and we can give pictures. We have data that we can provide to our customers that show your filter is indeed clean and free of defects.
So with these technologies, how does that improve the TCO and boost overall performance?
what gives a uniformity of quality. The customers can trust that what we say is true, and the product that we deliver is going to be consistent and industry leading. As far as total cost of ownership, if you look at a fleet that has a defined preventative maintenance schedule, and you look at the costs that they experience compared to one that either has no preventative maintenance schedule or is very reactive, you're going to see significant savings that affects their ability to compete in that market. You have lots more replacement costs. New filters are obviously going to cost a lot more than clean does, and you're not going to get that much better of a filter, if any. So the people who are being proactive, setting up preventative maintenance schedules, using an aqueous clean, they're going to have a market advantage everywhere.